Welcome back, MTG Joe here, and today we're going to be playing some Best of One Standard, and this is a brew of mine. It is a Golgari Magecraft deck. So Magecraft is the mechanic in Strixhaven. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, there's a corresponding effect that takes place. So we're playing 3 Magecraft cards in the deck. We have Witherbloom Apprentice, which gains you life and drains a life. We have Professor Onyx, which has a lot of useful Planeswalker abilities, giving you card advantages, removal, and an ultimate that generally wins you the game. Plus, its Magecraft is similar to Witherbloom, but it drains 2 and gains you 2. And then finally, my favorite card from Strixhaven, Sedgemoor Witch. Basically, anytime you cast an instant or sorcery, you get to create a 1/1 pest. So the shell itself is kind of a Golgari rock style deck. So like mid-rangey control. So we have a lot of removal. We have Bloodchief's Thirst. We have Erebos' Intervention, eliminates Heartless Axe. We have Cram Session to gain us life, which will then allow us to play a Learn board, if you may. So there's a bunch of spells in the Learn board for situations. We have Chevelle. Since we're playing a lot of removal, Chevelle's usually pretty good in these style decks, allowing you to kind of get some accrued card advantage. Then we have Inscription of Ruin. I'm using this as kind of twofold. It allows us to trigger Magecraft as opposed to something like Elspeth's Nightmare, which wouldn't trigger it. And it could also be kicked late game and bring back one of these creatures. But it's really in here either as removal in the matchups where we need removal, or as a discard 2 for something like the Sultai Ultimatum or control matchups. Pelakka Predation is a land that's also a spell. Similar effect, allows us to hand hate our opponent's deck if needed. Bala Ged Recovery is just a way for us to rebuy stuff. We have Professor Onyx, which mills cards, so that's why we're playing 4 Cling to Dust. At the very least, it's a 1 mana, oftentimes draw card. But with Onyx, it can help us fuel. Same with Bala Ged if we want to rebuy something. And then we have some copies of Binding of the Old God and Elder Gargaroth to kind of wrap things up. We're playing 2 Crawling Barons, Triomes, and Pathways. I hate the Snarls. I think they are incredibly bad. If you don't have them on turn 1, they always tend to come in tapped for me. So if I might as well have a land that has more utility. The Triomes can be fetched with Binding. They can also cycle late game if needed, and they also turn on their castles. So I prefer those as opposed to the Snarls. Obviously, you have those. You don't have the Triomes. You can play them, but that's kind of my thoughts on the deck. Sorry about that. My dog just got tangled in my headphones. But let's try this out, play a couple games. As we jump into this, as always, if you do enjoy the content, or if you're new here and you want to catch some more, it is greatly appreciated if you can drop a like, comment, and if you haven't done so already, hitting that subscribe button. They're all free and easy ways to help out the channel and to help me continue to grow. So greatly appreciated if you can. So Sultai Ultimatum is probably our worst matchup, and naturally queue into it. I think we're okay to keep this hand. We have a creature, and then this can be used later to hit like Sultai Ultimatum, perhaps. Danta means it might be like an Abzan Blink version. 4 color. I think I'd rather hold off to this Pelakka Predation till like we get closer. I think we're just doing Cram Session. Probably just want to play more to the board here. Elspeth's Nightmare. They're going to take my Professor Onyx, which kind of sucks. I think given that and just the way our hand's shaping up, I don't want them to be able to take my land. So this is the one downside, like especially in Best of One, we kind of build our deck to prey on creature decks. We have a lot of dead cards in this matchup. Whereas like something like this, they tend to go bigger than us. This is probably 4-color Doom. still have like Shadow's Verdict, which would suck, but I think we just need to force it out of them. Played this out, so next turn if they do sweep, if I don't have another play, I can just activate this and hit them for 2. They have their swamp, so they can Shadow's Verdict. Just bind in here. Okay, I think with Cling... I'm gonna do this first. Another Cling in hand. Just pass the turn here. I want to see if we drew another land. If we did, then there's more incentive to cycle this. Usually with your Crawling Barons, you want to wait. If the deck with black, they likely have Heartless Act. So we want to try to play around that. So they have Doom Foretold here. I think we still charge this. Just take Cultivate here. I want to see what we draw before we discard. Just get rid of the Eliminate here. Ooh, Sedgemoor's nice. Lets us create another pest here. So had they not been able to take our Liliana, would have been pretty nice. So that's gonna trade. This is what I'm saying, like, they can just keep doing these bunch of ones, like this game in 2 life, this game in 2 life. They have the Yorians to eventually catch up as well. This type of matchup's quite negative for us. Yeah, it's a target for binding afterwards. Getting in here. Hope for the best. Okay. Heartless Act over that is still fine. The problem here is, like, with Yorian, now we're pretty much roadblock. And then they can start chipping in here. We need another card for Cling to Dust. Inscription's not bad. 1, 2. So I could get him to discard 2 cards. I can do the discard. I can charge this up. I think we do discard. I don't have... I have the Witherbloom Apprentice. I think we're just getting the cards out of their hand. Another Doom Foretold. Given their deck, I'm probably inclined to just eliminate one of these. And then we just try to start racing them. So I can cram Session. Oh, okay, that's actually pretty good. So we cram Session here. Get Containment Breach. Blow this up. And because they have the castle, of course they drew Omen. It's fine. We're still winning this race. What we wanted to do is pressure their life total a bit. Maybe just make that a 2-2. Blessing's a bit annoying. Their life total's high enough. Can use like Heartless Act here. And exiling our graveyard's also equally annoying. I think we're just passing here. The reason being is I get the discard on this, so I don't want to have it be taken. So I think now we do it. Let them target. And we're probably taking a Doom Foretold here. They might be playing Dance of the Mance. Keep the creature in here for now in case we draw another inscription. The learn package has been pretty good. It's been providing us like a way to kind of grind some value. Okay, so another Cling to Dust. So I don't want to do this till after this exiles the graveyards. This, despite Menace, can be blocked. This will just gain us some life. I want to take these out of the way. And I want to get this up a little higher. Could be that they're setting up Dance of the Mance here. We'll see if they do the second one. That looks like a dance. I think we just take the damage here. Let's do this. Let's put him down to 7. Actually down to 6. I can charge this up. This binding's actually pretty good because it lets me kill the Yorion. Downside is if they do find one of their Doom Foretolds, they might just be taking turns on us. No, that looks like dance. Yeah, we're dead here. And like I said, this matchup is tough for us. They just kind of grind us out. We're not really able to accrue as much value. Like Yorion puts them over the top. What we want to see is like the adventure decks, the creature decks, stuff of that nature, where our removal is a lot more meaningful. The way that like each of their enchantments, like if we look at Elspeth's Nightmare there, it killed our creature, it took our Liliana, and then it exiled our Cling to Dust and our additional cards. Opponent goes first. I think this hand is fine. So on a red. Cram Session buys us some time. We can set up Sedgemoor Witch. However, we're probably going to go Inscription. That's pretty aggressive. I think we're just going Pest Summoning here. Like, given that's your plan, you'd think at least wait. If they play out Bone Crusher, I'm going to Inscription kill it. They could still have... So I could Cram Session. I want to get one of these Sedgemoor Witches going just because it creates a lot of blockers. That can be like... Oh, they're just on Mountain, so they're not playing Frostbite. I can play this out, but then that lets... I can't kill something, so I think we're just Inscription here. Because next turn I could Sedgemoor, exile something. And Cling to Dust. I'll probably gain life here. Mind you, the card is kind of nice. Because then this gains me life, and that's fine. Kind of want to hit another. So let the ward resolve first. I think this time we're drawing a card. Can have another burn spell here. That's pretty aggressive, but plays pretty well for us because now this Sedgemoor is going to be okay, provided we draw a land, which we did. Ooh, with Eliminate. Okay, so it's a Sedgemoor Eliminate turn. I'm gonna let them... Never mind. I was gonna let them attack in case they had Embercleave, but not anymore. And these Cram Sessions help a lot. They basically fog them for a turn. So I'm going to do this. So this is a catch-all. I can do this. I can get this. I think we're going to do the catch-all here because worst case I can exile Torbrand. We can take an Embercleave hit this turn, and then I can just exile one of their creatures if needed for the life. These all gain us life as well. We'll see if they play this out first. If they play this out, then I can multi-block. We could take a chance, but I think the upside is just better this way. Let's get rid of Fire Prophecy, cycle, draw a card. Because now I can start escaping these as well. And this is why I like Cling to Dust. It's in our deck. That's perfect. It's a 1 mana removal spell, or a 1 mana cycle spell oftentimes. We hit the land drop, so we're okay. I think we're just passing the turn here. I can Heartless Act this. Got him. Much better showing. So we've seen what we can do against a more creature-based focus, and I think that's a good demonstration. The Doom matchup, we really don't want to see Yorion on the opponent's side. We'll run this one more. We'll see how it goes. I really like these Magecraft decks. I think Historic can probably also have a version, perhaps. Sweepers are a bit of an issue. Okay, this is a good hand. Probably mono green Stompy. If we're just doing this turn, I can Wither Bloom to Cram Session. I could have Stomp. So the question here, if I don't hit a land, this is worse. I can do this turn to guarantee I hit my land with getting Experimental Sciences. This is also worse if they play Bone Crusher, but I think we do this. If they want to trade both, we can. We really want to hit a land this turn. Land or removal spell? Okay. Still better than nothing. So, they could Embercleave us next turn. It's pretty bad. I think we're doing this. I don't want to trade the Sedgemoor Witch for both of them. Wither Bloom I'm fine with. Land would be great because I can go Wither Bloom. And then play Cram Session. Perfect. I think here, so while I can get Environmental Sciences to ensure a land drop and also get some triggers, I do want Insurance if they have Embercleave, because Embercleave's kind of the way they beat us at this point. So I think I'm more inclined to take the Containment Breach just proactively. Especially because we can't chump block this Fresh Fire Elemental. I can do this for 12 with Embercleave. Even hitting the Great Hang still is pretty good. They tap their mana wrong. Fine. Kling's not bad. I'm actually gonna Kling first. I think we still need to do this. Wall out there is good, and then them not playing this. That misplay will probably cost them the game. We eliminate with this, and then we drain them some more. Alright, so that was actually a really nice showing for the deck. Obviously, losing to the Yorion deck was a bit frustrating, but against the creature decks, even us missing a land drop 2 turns, we were able to grind them out a bit. So definitely something to check out. Let me know what you think, and we'll take it from there. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoy, and we'll catch you next time.